Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 25th of August, 2025, and in this video, we're going to be talking about American Silver Eagles, Privy marks, and counterfeits. That's right. Now, before we get to any of that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. It's a really big number. Not sure exactly how big it is, but I'm pretty sure it was ginormous. Now, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now, let's bounce over to Money Metals. I can show you those live spot prices. It looks like everything is basically flat today. So gold's down 450 to 33.8005. Silver down 15 pennies to 38.92. Platinum down 765 to 1365.90. And palladium down 1145 to 1140.60. Dr. Copper's up 1 penny to 447 per pound. That's not so bad, I guess. Remember when it was like 5 and change, almost headed to $6? That was an incredible territory. And I hope the United States Mint didn't have to buy copper at those prices. Hopefully they had some inventory on hand before it went gonzo. Now you're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle whose premium is $6.59. They'll ask you to pay that premium for a quantity 1 through 39, and that is a total of $45.51. Remember when it was $39 and change and that seemed like a lot? Yeah. Whoops, maybe not. Now, this is the buyback price. The sell-to-them price is $40.27, and that's definitely above the silver spot price. Next up, let's see if we can get some Silver Eagles off of eBay. Maybe we'll get over on some of these sellers who don't know what they have, yeah? All right, let's check it out. So those are graded coins right there, as you can see. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, can't wait. I'll buy 10 of those. He doesn't even know what he has. Yeah, free delivery too at $4.99 each. Look at this one, same, free delivery, $4.99 for a 2025 American Eagle $1 Liberty souvenir. Wait, what? Wait a minute, that looks. What am I seeing here? Look at this, $5.99 American Eagle coin. Look at this, $4.99 plus $1.99 delivery. That guy's stoked. He picked up a bunch of those, I bet. But you know what? What's to say these aren't counterfeit? I mean, doesn't it seem too good to be true? You can buy an American Silver Eagle for $4.99 with $1.99 delivery after we just got through saying that you can buy an American Silver Eagle with a $6.59 premium for $45.51. Shouldn't the prices be a little bit closer to that at least? You would think so, right? Look at this, 823, last one. They're going quick. Hurry up. Yeah. Or wouldn't it be cool just to have one of those, I guess? Because look at this, it's got a 24 date, 25 there. So yeah, as you can tell, you've probably already seen it. There's a proliferation of counterfeit or fake American Silver Eagles all over eBay. And what is eBay doing about it? They're making money. That's what they're doing about it. Now let's go over here. There's an article I wanted to show you from our good friend Mickey Minsky over at Iris Gifts on eBay. And this is a USA Today article. Typically I don't do USA Today because, well, their ads are everywhere, but it turns out the ads are all U.S. Mint coinage, which is really cool. So we're just going to keep it like that. Now, the title of this article is U.S. Mint issues first laser-engraved coin. What? Yeah. Some say it sends a message to counterfeiters, and that some say that'd be this guy right here. This is by Mark Ramirez, updated August 23rd, 2025. That was just 2 days ago, 8/26. And I do believe that the United States Mint is going to produce more American Silver Eagles with Privy marks. But not only that, I think the American Gold Eagles as well will be counterfeited probably as well. And they're going to have to throw some Privy marks on those coins as well. And you know what else? If you looked at the COA, well, I'll get to that in a minute. Just hang on. Let me do this first. I almost got ahead of myself there. Yeah, I never know what I'm not going to say. It says here, as the American Numismatic Association concludes its annual convention, dubbed the World's Fair of Money this weekend in Oklahoma City, the coin collecting community continues to be plagued by one of its most pressing issues, a proliferation of Chinese-made counterfeits. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, you don't want that. Even if you think you're getting over, you're not. They're getting over on you, right? According to the association, such fakes are more widespread than ever. They're often sold, experts say, through online auction facilitators such as eBay to unwitting collectors fooled by too good to be true bargains. And if it is too good to be true, yeah, it's probably too good to be true. The U.S. Mint says its latest coin release featuring laser engraving marks a leap forward into well, I would say counterfeit busting. Yeah, that's fine. Counterfeit busting technology. And some believe the agency may be thumbing its nose at bogus coin makers in the process. Yeah, take a hike, right? With this proliferation of Chinese counterfeits on online auction facilitators, the U.S. government is clearly stepping in and trying to do something, said Scott Travers, an author and numismatist who serves as editor-in-chief of Coinage magazine. Coinage magazine. The Mint is trying to send a very public message by coming up with new technology that will thwart, I love that word, thwart, yeah, counterfeiters and set them back generations. And look at this guy, he's standing on a bunch of Lincoln cents. Wow, that's kind of cool. You can always tell the copper ones, right? That's kind of cool. Anyway, let's keep on keeping on. The newly issued 2025 American Eagle Silver Proof is the latest in an iconic series of investor and collector coins first launched in 1986. Produced at the U.S. Mint at West Point, New York, the 1-ounce silver coin depicts sculptor Adolph A. Weinemann's walking liberty figure, first used in the 1916 half dollar, on its head side, that's right, the obverse, holding branches of laurel and oak while wrapped in the folds of the American flag. The reverse features a landing eagle clutching an oak branch seemingly bound for a nest. The same image featured since 2021. That was the Type 2, correct? Pretty sweet, actually. And that was a pretty good description. They did a good job there. What makes this issuing unique, right, is the first time use of laser technology, in particular its laser-engraved Privy mark, a design element typically used for marketing or historic purposes. For instance, a 2020 American Eagle coin commemorating the 75th anniversary of the end of World War II featured a Privy mark reading V75. Well, this one is got a laser beam Privy, right? There it is. And you know what's interesting? And I'll say it now. What's interesting about the laser Privy? Did you see whose COA that was? Did you see the COA on the laser Privy? Whose signature's on it, right? And whose signature's on the Army Privy Mark 1? Yeah, what? It seems like it's out of order, doesn't it? Maybe, just maybe, this was supposed to be the first one dropped in 2025, and then they had to move it back, and that's why we had the Army Privy Mark, I think, about a month before. I think something got mixed up at the United States Mint. I think this was supposed to be the one, because I think Ventris Gibson's signature is on the COA for the laser Privy, and that was the very first one that was supposed to have this new technology. But also, we've read that these Army, Navy, and Marine Corps privies all using the same technology. Yeah, this new technology to enhance the coins. And I believe that is what had happened. And we'll probably get to that maybe in the future if somebody's able to ask somebody over there at the United States Mint. It says the 2025 laser engraved coins Privy mark showcase a laser beam rays flowing from its core that Travers believe is a dig at would-be forgers. It's giving a strong message, he said. Don't fool around and try and copy U.S. coins anymore. He called the coin one of the most significant and symbolic issuances in modern history. Yeah, that's right. I do agree. I think that's going to be a very special coin going forward, and I don't think people are selling it when they're flipping it for as much money as they could probably leave money on the table, is what I'm saying. The U.S. Treasury, which oversees the Mint, did not respond to a request from USA Today for comment. That's a big deal, right? The USA Today, they seem like they're a big deal, big outfit. The folly of fake coins. Counterfeit coins have long been a thorn in the side of numismatic world and federal authorities. A 2008 Coin World investigation estimated that more than 100 robust counterfeit enterprises in China at the time, most of them cottage-type operations. And imagine what they're doing now, right? Yowza, they just want to make money. How can you blame them, right? Experts say the fakes commonly appear online auction sites, often offered seemingly bargain prices. Yeah, $4.99 with free shipping? What? Yeah, buy me 10 of those. No. All right, supposedly 1-ounce silver coins may be listed as low as $16. We already showed you that they're not. They're way lower, despite the fact that the going price of silver is more than twice that. Yeah, $32. And what you're going to pay for the premium, right? You're already at like $45. Especially over there at the moneymetals.com, folks. It says here, a lot of people fall into that trap, said prominent numismatist John Albanese, founder and CEO of Certified Acceptance Corporation, that's CAC. Did you laugh when I say that? One of the 3 major coin authentication companies serving the coin collecting world. But if the price of silver is $34 an ounce and someone is selling it for 16 or 19, you can guarantee that it's counterfeit. It's a minefield. Yeah, they're everywhere, right? Watch your step. Look at that. That's not even American silver eagles. That's not even American coinage, right? That's European coinage. All right. While serious collectors are savvy enough to avoid such temptations, the general public remains vulnerable. Travers said, duped by wanting to think they're ripping the eyes out of the seller. Yeah, I'm getting over on you, you chump. Yeah, and then getting the better end of the bargain. Yeah, you're not so much at all. It says to find an American Eagle on eBay for $16, represented as negotiable. It says genuine U.S. coins is egregious and unconscionable, he said. Yeah, okay. While eBay says it doesn't allow counterfeit products to be sold on the site, coin community discussions on social platforms like Reddit and elsewhere say enforcement often comes after the fact, with other sellers subsequently taking their place. Yeah, whoops. We don't allow. That's what eBay says. We don't allow, and yet here we are. Just I could find 20 of them right now. It's like, what are they doing? What are they doing over there at eBay? They're counting their dollars. I'm telling you, do they really care if they're making money on it? I don't think they do. That's my personal opinion. He says here the counterfeit sellers end up getting shut down at some point, but it's a game of whack-a-mole, said one user earlier this year in a community chat on eBay. Another is always popping up. Yeah, you get one down and another one pops up, right? That's definitely whack-a-mole. Travers said he sympathizes to some degree. They are making efforts and inroads to correct this, he said. A lot of this is beyond their control. Albanese said counterfeiters can look remarkably genuine, even to longtime collectors. He keeps a magnet in his office as one method of detecting silver fakes, usually made of steel, which, unlike silver, will be drawn to the magnetic pull. While the 2025 American Eagle represents a quantum leap forward, he said, that still doesn't solve counterfeiting issues with coins produced in early years. There you go. There are still billions of coins out there that people aren't sure are real, Albanese said. That's why we tell people to buy from reputable dealers and maybe have it graded too, right? But do you really want to grade all your bullion? Yeah, probably not. It wouldn't be worth it financially, I don't think. Now it says here, detail no one has ever seen before, and that's what we're talking about with these Privy marks. The American Eagle series is specifically designed for collectors with various mintages produced each year in gold, platinum, and palladium, and those are probably going to have Privy marks as well going forward. The 2024-2025 lineup, for instance, includes coin commemorating the 250th anniversaries of some U.S. military branches with Privy marks featuring military logos. The laser, and I really do believe the laser beam was supposed to drop first because it has Ventris Gibson's COA signature, and then the Army one has the acting mint director, Kristen McNally's signature. Yeah, I think it just seems like it's out of place. It's like going 1, 2, 3, 7, 6, 5, 8, 9, 10. It's out of order. It's not like a linear order. Anyway. The laser-engraved American Eagle coin is a so-called proof coin, meaning one made by striking a planchet or metallic disc twice or more with specially polished dies. This process yields what Travers describes as a chromium-like brilliance. And remember, there is a difference between numismatic products and, that's right, bullion products. Yeah, bullion product doesn't have a mint mark on it. So remember that, right? Now, here we keep going. He says it's mirror-like, he said. You'll be able to see yourself in it, right? You can shave in it, right? That's what he's saying. In this case, the die has been engraved with a laser-engraved design, so the detail will be extraordinary. Detail no one has ever seen before, Travers said. It will just be about three-dimensional. And have you received your laser Privy Mark coin yet, or your Army Privy Mark coin yet? Yeah, they are pretty spectacular. I think mine's in the mail. It's not coming just yet. Mine has shipped, though. It says proof coins have been produced since the 1800s, but according to the Proof Set Guide, entered their modern era in 1936 when they began to be marketed not just to collectors, but to the general public. In those days, mintages were so small as 50 or so, even a dozen coins depending on the number of orders, Travers said. That's pretty amazing. Now it says the mint characterizes the 2025 silver proof coin as a first of its kind opportunity to buy coin produced with the new technology. The coin is available through the Mint or through U.S. Mint sales centers in Denver, Philadelphia, and Washington, D.C. And this is just me, but I think the limited edition silver proof set should have a distinguishing Privy mark as compared to the silver proof set, just to make it limited edition. Otherwise, it's just a matrimony between the silver proof set and an American Silver Eagle out of San Francisco. It needs some more love, if you know what I'm saying, more attention. Right? It says here, while the coin's mintage of 100,000 is considered low these days, Travers said that doesn't necessarily make it a boom investment. The mint has a proliferation of proof coins, dozens of them, he said. Collectively, there are a heck of a lot of coins out there. Consequently, he said, collectors seeking a profit might want to capitalize on the short-term excitement. And that's called flippers, right? If they can double their money now, that might be prudent, Travers said. The strongest time is when they have a buzz like now and in the next couple of months before the buzz gets transferred to the latest thing, 2026. More likely, he said, the new issue will appeal to people looking to round out their collections. That's the spirit of collecting, and I encourage that, Travers said, but this is not something to get rich on. Despite new tech, well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to spend, nobody's going to buy this coin for $10,000. And what is getting rich? What is rich? Is it $1 million? Is it $500,000? Is it $1 bazillion? Yeah, probably. It's enough to where you can buy a huge yacht that's $1 billion yacht, right? That's when you're rich. Despite new technology, experts advise caution. Here we go. Going forward, Travers said, laser production will provide greater insurance for those who purchase coins made in that fashion, though caution remains necessary. So even if it does have a Privy mark, as I will show you in the next couple of articles, it doesn't mean it won't be happening, right? Now it says here, I would expect that it will all, here we go. I wouldn't expect that it will all at once encompass every single coin, he said, but I would hope that with more valuable coins, especially gold, that this becomes the new standard. So yeah, there you go. Because the problem with gold coins being counterfeited is overwhelming. Yowza. Nobody wants that. And that's a picture of Janet Yellen right there, Yellen. And Travers said he's seen counterfeit gold coins made of tungsten and coated with gold being offered for as low as $100 to $500 on online auction sites. Gold is currently valued at more than $3,300 an ounce. Those are probably the 10th ounce ones. Despite the new technology, Travers and Albany say counterfeiting remains an issue for coins produced in previous years. Absolutely. Counterfeiters will simply backdate coins with earlier dates, he said. Yeah, because their technology is getting a whole lot better, no doubt about it. It says here next, smart collectors, he said, will stick to buying coins independently, certified by grading companies that, for instance, encapsulate coins in sonically sealed holders, often with protective holograms as part of their authenticating services. Those grading services will still reign supreme, Travers said. I don't expect that just because a coin is struck with a new laser technology that people will say, okay, that's good enough for me. Well, if I buy it from the mint directly and it has that, yeah, it's good enough for me. But what about the secondary market, right? So I think that's it. I think that's the end of the story right there. Now, check this out. This is where it gets even more incredible, right? Yes, this is Coin World. This is an article by Paul Gilks, dated June 25th, 2021. Title of this article is IGC Discovers Fake Proof 2020 West Point American Eagle Silver Dollar. Look at that bad boy. Yep, not a good job there. Not very good. Let's keep on keeping on. Yeah, there's the legit one right there. And that looks fairly legit right there. And look at that. Ooh, wow. Yikes. That's not a good read and edge there. Not at all. So I'll leave a link in the description for that USA Today article, this article here, as well as this article, because remember, it's happening a lot. Look at this third counterfeit American Eagle discovered. This is from February 16, 2023 by Paul Gilks over at Coin World. And there it is. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. It should look like that when it's looking like that. You know. Yeah, and people are selling those for what, $400, $500, $600. Yeah, look at that one. This guy purchased that one for $361, what he believed to be a genuine issue with the V75 Privy mark released, recessed on the obverse in a cartouche. Yeah, it wasn't the goods. And look, another one here. This is coinworld.com, fake 2021 CC dollars found before release of the genuine coins. Yeah, that happened too. And look at this, CC, that's the legit one, but look at that one. Ooh, yeah, they could have done a whole lot better on that one. Who's designing these fakes? It's like, did they have glasses? Man, and that's not all, folks. I'll tell you what. Here we go. This is Numismatic News. Fake V75 Silver Eagles discovered right there. And this is from the Numismatic News staff from June 17, 2021. So that's the fake one. You can tell. Look at how rough that is. And that's the smooth one. Listen, I think there's going to be more fakes, and they will be including the Army Privy mark, the laser Privy mark, just because, and especially if it becomes way more valuable. And, you know, the gentleman in the article over at USA Today, you know, one thing he did not mention was the condition rarity, because I think it's a little bit too early. But if it is condition rarity on these new coins, yeah, it's going to make the value go up even further than what they are now. So let's go here to coinnews.net. This is an article from June 6, 2025, and this is the remaining Privy marked American Silver Eagles for 2025. All right, we've already got the Army. We're going to have the Marine Corps, and then the Navy follow suit next, unless that's the Army there and that's the Navy. Either way, I can't really see it. But yeah, that's the trick right there. And that's the future of coin collecting for American Silver Eagles. I mean, in 2024, we already had the bullion coins, of 500,000 of them struck with the star Privy mark. Beginning this year, we had the 500,000 American Silver Eagles with the soaring eagle Privy mark on them, right? And it'd be kind of cool. Well, not cool, but it would be interesting to see how closely they replicate that soaring eagle or the star Privy mark on these 2024 and 2025 American Silver Eagle bullion coins. That would be incredible because look, technology is getting way better and better each and every single day. I'm sure their technology and their I guess counterfeiting mastery is getting better exponentially with the increase of technology each and every single day. So let's keep on keeping on. And I already had asked the question, which was supposed to come first, the laser Privy mark with the COA with Ventures Gibson, or the Friday the 13th release for the American Silver Eagle with the Army Privy mark right there. And that has the COA signed by Christy McNally, the acting mint director. So it seems like it's kind of out of place to me, out of order, out of date order, that is. Now let's keep on keeping on. This is the Army one. And you know what the bummer is, and I'm not sure why they don't do it, but they don't ever show you the COA on the inside. They never like unfold it and show you the back of it or anything like that. So this was $105 on that Friday the 13th. Has a mintage limit of 100,000 and a product limit of 100,000. But my question will be this. Now this is the laser engraved one, right? It has 100,000 on that one, household order limit of 1. It is still add to bag this morning. And I think there was about 15 to 13,000 of these available still. And if you add it to bag, yeah, it doesn't look like it's a pre-order. What did I say? It doesn't look like it's a pre-sale. It doesn't look like it's a back order. It's in stock right now. But my question going forward will be this. What are the item limits going to be? What is the mintage limit? What is the stated product limit? What is the stated mintage limit for the Marine Corps as well as the Navy Privy mark American Silver Eagles? And why don't they have those up there yet? Is the United States Mint going to only make 75,000 of them, maybe 50,000 of them? And if they do, oh boy, those will be the ones to own, in my opinion. Now let's get to the plus ones. I've yammered for way too long. Let's go here. And I will leave a link in the description for all the articles we just skimmed over. Now, when sinning, here you go. This is muy importante. It says, consider 3 things and you will avoid sin. Above you is an all-seeing eye, an all-hearing ear, and a record of all your deeds and acts. That's right. Writing that down, saving it up for someday. Let me see, what's that going on, though? No, we're not going to do that. Now, this is from Sayings of the Fathers, and I think what this means, or like an aid to help us understand this, is that this message serves as a practical, ethical guide encouraging observation of our own mental and emotional processes or processes, I don't know, and a strong moral character, right? Encouraging a strong moral character. That's what it's all about. By internalizing the idea of an ultimate divine oversight, we are motivated to behave righteously and avoid wrongdoing, even when we think no one else is watching. Yeah, because, all-seeing eye, all-hearing ear, and a record of all the acts. Yeah, there you go. Zing. Bummer, right? Yeah, you can't get away with anything anymore. Now, with that said, let's bounce over here to 39's Fine 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Boston, 4-play long time. And it's got some awesome guitar in it. If you don't like it, that's cool. I know this is probably maybe a little too old school for some folks, but I sure dig this band. Now, with that said, I want to thank y'all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It's absolutely free. Well, what's not free, you ask? Well, that's membership, and it's $1.99 per month. It's not a whole lot it's the price of a cheap cup of coffee once per month. And if you break it down in a 30-day month, 30-day calendar month right there, it's 6.6 cents per video that you're helping this guy right here make these videos each and every single day. And now, with that said, y'all have a great start to your week. Stacker out.